Right, so I'm drafting a campaign right now, and just want to do a quick video on offer building and how that ties into copywriting and how you should pose your offers and present them. I guess I'll say super simply, your copywriting is like the packaging of the product or the gift that you're giving to someone, and then the gift would be the offer. Right? That's what you're offering. So no matter how you wrap it up, no one wants a pile of dog shit, right? No one wants that. So you need to make sure that even if you're like an insane copywriter and your copy is amazing, you're giving a valuable offer and you're giving something that someone actually wants. And then there's also the aspect of how you drive that traffic. So how you do your CTA. And the CTA, it maybe it won't affect how many positive replies you get, but it'll definitely affect the conversions after those positive replies. And you should really be tracking as close as you can to money in pocket, right? As close as you can get to money in pocket, you should be tracking. Because yeah, I think like the first rate you should be tracking is how many positive replies you get. So let's see, for this campaign, it would be 9.75 cents, 15 positive replies. So about 1.5% positive reply rate, which is quite good. Depending on different niche, you're going to be looking for different numbers. But if you can get 1% or more positive reply rate, that's a quite a good campaign, especially if you can do it at scale. But yeah, so I think when you're doing your copy and when you're drafting your next campaign, don't just think about it as copywriting. What you should do is you should look at the different things that you're gonna present, that you're gonna offer to your ICP or your peeps or whatever, and you should split test those. And then the way you package different things might look differently. I can make an analogy for it. That should probably make sense, right? So yeah, you're gonna package your you know revenue increased offer differently than you package your more booked calls offer. That's I hope that makes sense. um yeah. And so then there's also, and I love just one liners, and literally it's like barely any fluff, but pretty much just, if I could do this for company name, would you be open to a chat? Almost as simple as that. A little bit, maybe like a not sure if you handle this already, or like a don't know if you need this. But really, just to test if an offer is good, just a one-liner cold email script, like it works so well. Especially if you can add like a good case study or a deal, some sort of free offer, no risk, pay per call, pay per lead, pay per results type of thing. I'm also think those are good offers for like a business to have, but those are definitely offers that will convert over cold email. So it's worth it to note that. And then there's also, I mean, you can get a bit more fancy with the copywriting, and I would say definitely, like, if you're starting cold email, stick to one-liners and get some results with one-liners. Otherwise, yeah, you can start testing some different like open hooks, and you can do longer scripts where you're maybe doing like a really personalized AI first line, and then you're targeting addressing a pain point, and you're bringing up like an open loop. But like like you really need to, usually, like, most of the time, the majority of the time, if you're doing more, like less is more, I guess, right? Less is more. Enough said. So just think of that. I think I said this in my last video, but yeah, like when you're drafting your campaign, think about it like you're presenting what you can do for them, and not like you're writing your pitch. A thing that I've been asking my clients, maybe a bit of a weird question, I kind of liked it. Most of the people I've been talking to recently, like clients and stuff, it's if your offer, if like your offer to your clients was some magic spell and you could just cast it on someone, what would that spell do for them, right? So then it gets you just to stop thinking about the operations side completely, and to think purely about, what am I getting them? What magic thing am I doing for this company? And really, all this company needs to see is they're paying however much per month for this magic spell, right? That's all they're doing. They're just paying a certain amount of money. Maybe it's not a retainer, maybe it's different plans, but they're paying a certain amount of money for this magic spell. And you just got to tell them what that spell is. And if it's good enough, um, like any amount of money, you should be able to back that. Like if you have an insane offer that can bring someone in $100,000 extra a month, you should be confidently charging $10,000 a month for that. And I'm not um I'm not an expert on pricing, but I'm just saying that to say, like, you should really be focused on the value you can give someone. And usually pricing is like, honestly, most offers are valuable, and usually the pricing is able to back that. I guess you should make sure that your pricing is able to back that. I think that's been a huge driver of results for me, is just being honest with people and the situation I'm in, because there was a point where it's like I literally didn't know how to do cold email, and I was asking people, "Hey, I'll run your campaign for free." And when I was on the call, I wasn't trying to lie about the amount of experience I had just to close them, even though they weren't paying me. But I would tell them, I was like, "Hey, yeah, just pay for the software, and I'll run it for you. Let's see if we can get results." And then for some of the clients where um, it took longer to get results, I still had a good relationship with them because I was honest. I let them know my situation, and now I'm honest with people, saying, "Hey, I'm booking like crazy as cold email. These campaigns have been absolutely insane. I want to copy paste this into your business because I have way too many leads. I honestly do. Like I'm losing leads right now. It's leaking. I'm getting so many leads coming in through these campaigns, and like hundreds. It's trajectory. It's hundreds a month. I haven't even been running it for a month, but I'm at like 95 or something like that, and it's too many for me to handle. Like I literally am just not replying to them at this point. My personal campaign has is now more of just like testing different scripts and lead lists and stuff, because I really um especially this offer has just been really insane, and that's brought me some confidence to realize that I do have value in my offer. So I think, yeah, especially if you do lead gen for B2B companies and B2B marketing agencies, lead generation agencies, influencer marketing agencies, hit me up right now. Drop a comment, because like these campaigns, I've you don't see this too often. You really don't see this. Like every campaign is a hit. I haven't ran a missed campaign. Let me move. So I'm doing like lead gen, influencer marketing, SEO, targeting them, and like every single campaign is just printing. Let's see, overall analytics, 97 opportunities. So I'm almost at 100 leads, and it is May 16th. I started this almost like 3 weeks ago. I started this 3 weeks ago, and I've only been sending real volume for like a week. So cold email can be crazy. You just need to. It's really the basics you need to do. If you have a really strong offer and you just send to a relevant list, like these are literally just lists that's scraped from the bottom. I don't use any AI personalization. None of that. It's like 4% reply rates without out of office emails. So that's 4%. Yeah, 4% excluding out of office emails, which is it's quite good. Like if you look, I think over 2% honestly is quite solid, especially if you're getting a good positive reply rate on that. Um, it's just proof, like if you have a good offer, you can just target a relevant list and it's going to do well. Um, like look, for these campaigns, the first ones I was doing, it was pay per call. I don't do that as much anymore, and I switched it to just, I can book you this many calls consistently. Is that worth a chat? And like it didn't really give much of a drop off. So yeah, if you're doing cold email or you're marketing to cold traffic, make sure that the most important things is your offer and who you're targeting the offer to. Key takeaway from this video, and this is quite specific, but when you're split testing script for your campaigns, the main thing you're split testing for this in the script is the offer, and the copywriting is just a little bit of packaging on top. But you might have, like, for me, it almost look like I have a one-liner copywriting packaging I'm doing. I might have an open hook copywriting packaging I'm doing, and then I might do those two different copywriting packages for four different offers. Let me show you what I mean, because that might not make a ton of sense. Okay, another campaign. yeah, so sequences, I did like a one liner and then I did like the open hook thing I was trying, just testing the copy. Um, yeah, so the one liner did twice as good. The one liner did twice as good. So there's no like, yeah, one liners just work. Like, even for me, honestly, like I wouldn't say I'm insanely good at copywriting. I'm probably quite decent. Even for me, like sticking to the one liners is giving me better results. So just stick to the basics. It works. I hope that's enough. DM me if you want me to do consulting for you or you want to set up cold email. I've been getting a lot of leads, so only if you're serious about it and if you have a really strong offer, then I do want to work with you. So if you feel like you have a strong offer, you have a budget, and you're serious about setting up cold email, then book a call, DM, whatever. My link and stuff is in the bio.